G'day guys, Nate here, coming at you on a Thursday night with a different sort of video. It's not going to be the team selections final word video. I'm saving that for Friday night. Apologies if you feel betrayed or cheated or bait and switched by this. Bit of a heads up yesterday with my preview to the round 12 game against the Bulldogs, but because of the mid-season draft occurring on Tuesday night, typically it's on a Monday night. Had it occurred on a Monday night, I would have probably structured this week a little bit better, talked about the mid-season draftees on Tuesday or Wednesday night, and then previewed the game and go on from there. So, bit of a change up this week. This video, I'm going to discuss Collingwood's three mid-season draftees and what it means for us going forward. So we went into the mid-season draft with three picks, unfortunately. I say unfortunately because of Jamie Elliott going down with that ACL injury on Saturday against the Eagles. Reef McInnes, April 24th, the ACL against Essendon in the VFL, and then against Sydney, SCG, Oscar Steen going down in the third quarter with an ACL. So three ACL injuries, ruling Reef McInnes, Oscar Steen, Jamie Elliott out for the season. Now, if you follow me on Instagram, I made a post and a bit of an opinion on what we needed, and I had a list and a priority for what we needed. Number one priority was the backup ruck. Number two was a key defender. Third was a mid-sized forward, somewhere between 187 to 192 centimetres. Fourth was a half forward or small forward, and fifth was a half-back flanker. And coming out of the mid-season draft, it looks like Collingwood looked at my Instagram post and went noted. And they went exactly with my priorities. The first pick being a backup ruck, the second pick being a key defender, and the third pick being a mid-sized / tall forward. And I am wrapped. I am thrilled with the mid-season draftees for Collingwood. Now, is it going to mean we have an instant impact with these mid-season draftees in 2026? Are they going to prop us up the ladder in the next few weeks, next month or so? Tampa, the expectations there. All three draftees have got 6-month contracts. So it's clear that Collingwood's gone for the now with these picks and trying to get ourselves established in 2026, trying to respond. So I'll just get into the three draftees. Our first pick was at pick 8. The Giants not selecting anyone for Tom Green. So we went up the order and we got our backup ruckman in Harrison Coe from the Frankston Dolphins. 204 centimetres, 26 years old. I butchered his age. I went 27 the first time around. So 26 years old, turning 27. I don't know when their birthdays are, so 26 going on 27. Happy medium. But for Harrison Coe in the VFL this year, he averages 22.8 hitouts, 16.5 disposals a game, 5.9 marks a game, and 4.4 clearances. That's solid work for a VFL ruckman. And for someone that's 26 years old, going on 27, it's clear this selection was for the now. He'll go straight into our backup ruck spot. He's ahead of Iliro Smith, easily behind Darcy Cameron. He's what we need for the backup ruck. He doesn't have that magical leap that Oscar Steen has, but he does have that high reach, that point of contact at the apex in the ruck. So that goes well for Harrison Coe. He works well around the stoppages and can take an intercept mark and contested mark as well. I'm not too sure if he can rest down forward. That'd be an added bonus for Harrison Coe, but we got what we needed with our first selection being a backup ruck. There was Flynn Riley, we were linked to, Carlton's VFL ruck, basically being promoted to Carlton's AFL list. But yeah, I'm thrilled with Harrison Coe with our first pick. Now, our second pick was a key defender in Liam Puncher from the Woodville West Torrens Eagles in the Sandful. I was saying the mates, we got someone from the Eagles in the Sandful, and they were saying there's no such thing as an Eagles side in the Sandful. Not linked to the West Coast Eagles. So if you're watching this, relax, take a chill pill. Liam Puncher, key defender, 195 centimetres, 22 years old, but he's also selected for the now. But given his age and similarities to a Joel Cochran or a Noah Howes as a key defending depth with Darcy Moore out, I can see Liam Puncher already being a long-term project for us. 11.7 disposals a game in the Sandful this year, season average, 90% disposal efficiency, 6 marks and 2.9 rebound 50s. Looking at Liam Puncher's highlights, he's someone that takes the game by the balls. He will go for a contested intercept mark. So it's good to see. He can read the ball well, spoil well. So it's going to be interesting to see when Liam Puncher makes his VFL debut for us, whether he's instantly ahead of a Noah Howes and Joel Cochran, or if he's just one of Noah Howes, Joel Cochran, and we've got a stockpile of key defending depth. But I'm happy with this. He feels a need for us, and not just for Darcy Moore being injured, but if someone like Jeremy Howe, 35 years old, goes down with an injury, his body's holding up well so far, just can't see it holding up well for the remainder of the year. And if someone like Billy Frampton, if his body lets him down at some point, or he gets a freak injury or whatever, We've got that defending or key defending depth right there, and we're not exposing Quaynor or Braden Maynard for height down back. And Collingwood's third pick in mid-season drafts, Mitch Podhajski, key forward or a forward, 191 centimetres. I've got him listed as a forward here. He can play tall. He's basically our Brody Myercheck replacement right here. Buller was meant to be the case, not like for like, I know, but Mitch M-Pod here, absolutely. He is a Myercheck prototype right here, 27 years old. So a couple of years older compared to when we picked up Brody Myercheck from Port Melbourne. But M-Pod, the podiatrist, 3.5 goals a game, 28 goals from 8 games so far, leading goal scorer in the VFL, 13.3 disposals a game and 6.3 marks a game. He can pick up the ground ball, get very easily as well. So he's got that versatility up forward. And he is someone that could realistically be our number one key forward. It's a big call. Don't have the expectations, but he is someone that can rise up the ranks in Collingwood's forward line. So Harrison Coe, our backup ruckman, Liam Puncher, key defender, M-Pod, Mitch Podhajski. I'm going to say M-Pod just to not fuck up his surname, but the M-Pod. These players, they can come in straight away. I don't expect them to debut against the Bulldogs. I am recording this before the team selections or team lineups are announced. So if that changes, thankfully team selections final word video up on Friday. But these three players, Coe, Puncher, M-Pod, they can come straight in. They feel a need for us. I'm not going to have too much expectations this year. I'd like to see them all make their AFL debut. I'm going to predict 2 out of 3. Harrison Coe, I think, slots in almost instantly, most likely after the bye, but wouldn't put it past him to debut on King's birthday. The M-Pod, number 2 for me to debut this year, most likely to debut, but he's in a bit of a battle with guys like West, Buller, McStay, Membry. So 5 key forwards to choose from, and you'd want to go in with probably 3 of them to play regularly in the best 23, and the 2 that aren't playing will be playing in the VFL. It's also important to note as well the contracts here. Out of contract this year is their mid-season draftees. They've gone for 6-month contracts, not 18-month contracts, but Membry out of contract this year. Buller and McStay are out of contract next year. So going to be fascinating how we go about these key forward contracts for the next 12 to 18 months. It also means don't expect us to land a big fish for a key forward next year, unfortunately. Just my early call there. So I don't expect someone like Ben King, who's no longer linked to us, but if that was the case, that would have gone down drastically. But maybe a Mitch Lewis or Joel Amati, for example. There'll be talks there, but I wouldn't expect them to come to Collingwood next year. I think end of 2027, we'll look for that big fish key forward, but it doesn't mean we won't be getting a big fish this year, end of 2026. But that's all I watch this space. I'm hoping all 3 make their debut, Puncher, Coe, M-Pod. I'm mixing their names around and whatnot, but they feel a need for us. I'm thrilled. I'm wrapped with who we picked up. Harrison Coe replacing Oscar Steen, Liam Puncher replacing Reece McInnes, M-Pod replacing Jamie Elliott. Not exactly like for like, but feels a need for us down forward in the ruck and down back. So again, I end this video here. I'm wrapped with our mid-season draftees, and I'm looking forward to their progressions in 2026 and how not just our AFL side, but also our VFL side, how they fare, how they improve for the remainder of 2026. But I'll leave you guys all to it. I'm hoping you guys have had a good week so far. Please be well, please be safe, and I'll see you guys on Friday for the team selections and final word video. Up the Pies.